Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Hopefully everybody's okay. Um, I never actually thought I would do one of these videos. This is not really my thing. Um, I'm a very private person. I don't really put my business out to the world, but I just have been really moved by some of the videos I've been seeing online with people in the 7OH, going through the 7OH withdrawals and detoxing. And I just felt like I can help by sharing my story. Maybe I can help one other person try to beat this thing. I'm currently on day 4 of cold turkey after coming off of about, on average, and I know most people won't believe this when I say it, but coming off of about 2,500 to 3,000 milligrams a day. Yeah, that much. I've been on it for a little over a year. Um, and it just, slowly worked itself up as far as tolerance. So where I had to take more and more and more just to feel the same feeling. And before I knew it, I was taking, 2,000 milligrams a day, 2,500 milligrams a day, just insane. I mean, I literally was spending $100 to $150 every single day. $100 to $150 every single day. And I have a good job. That's the only reason why was able to do that. I have at least a decently paying job. I make over 170K. So without that income, I would have never been able to sustain that type of amount, or that amount of that drug. It's absolutely insane. But even with the money that I make, like it was killing my pockets, man. Like absolutely killing my pockets. And the thing was, I wasn't even getting high from it anymore. I'd say over the past 2 or 3 months, I don't think I've gotten high from it. Like I was taking just enough to not feel any withdrawal symptoms or not feel bad. You know what I mean? Like the high has been gone for a while from this stuff, man. And so I knew that at some point I was going to reach that critical mass where I couldn't, like, I can't increase this anymore because I can't sustain it. And the thing is, this wasn't really planned. This whole cold turkey going off of it, this wasn't planned right now. I'm actually currently on a family vacation in Barbados, and I thought I had packed enough to make it through. Unfortunately, my appetite and my insatiable desire for it led me to take more in the first few days of the trip than I should have, in order to make it last the duration of the trip. And I knew that what I was taking, with the amount that I was taking the first couple of days I was here, I was going to be short. Like I wasn't going to have enough. And I got here on Saturday. It's currently Thursday. I mean, I'm sorry. It's currently Sunday of the following week. So I had enough to last me from that Saturday that I got here until the last dose I took was Thursday at 9 a.m. It was a 200 milligram tab. That's the reason why I was taking so much. I mean, I only buy 200 milligram tabs. It was the crazy 200s, the 10 counts or the 5 counts. But I had one left at 9 a.m. on Thursday, and now it's Sunday. The first 24 to 48 hours was hell on earth. I don't know how I made it. If I wasn't here in Barbados, where it's not a thing, like I wouldn't have made it. I would have definitely have gone and tried to taper off of this, or I would have done something. I would have gone to a vape store and I would have relapsed, whatever. I wouldn't have been able to make it if I wasn't for me being in Barbados. And I had to come clean to my wife while I was here. She's been nothing but supportive of me, and I can't thank her enough. She is amazing. She just wants me to not get back on it, but she's been there as much as possible and It's been super supportful for me, man. So that's helped me immensely. Um, yeah. So like I said, this is day 4. I'd say day 4. I'm not really feeling the physical withdrawal symptoms like I was day 1 and day 2. It's probably down to a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10 now. Like it's definitely more than manageable. I still have a few tingly feelings of sensation in my hands from time to time, but really it's just the lethargy and the lack of energy now that's really kind of like been the worst thing because I haven't been getting sleep. Night 1 and night 2, I got 1 hour of sleep apiece. I mean, I would fall asleep for maybe 10 minutes at a time, 20 minutes at a time, then be up for an hour, hour and a half, then fall asleep for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Maybe you had a total of an hour both nights, night 1 and night 2. Night 3, I took 2 melatonin gummies from my sister-in-law, and I actually slept a little bit last night. I slept maybe 3 or 4 hours, which is pretty remarkable considering that I only slept an hour the 2 nights previous, and everything that I've been hearing that people, go a week without sleeping, like that is miserable to me. And I'm not sure if that's the reason why for the lack of energy. I also don't have I don't have an appetite whatsoever. Like I've had to force myself to eat things ever since I've stopped. Like yesterday, I only had a bag of ramen noodles and 2 saltine crackers. That's all I had the entire day yesterday on day 3. Day 2, I had absolutely nothing. Day 1, I had I had some wings, like a 6-piece jerk wings, and that was it. And I had that because I said that I took that dose at 9 a.m. Right, so that lasted me from about 9 to 1 because it's a 200 milligram tab. So from about 9 to 1, I was good. So I went to the lunch at 12 that day. I still had an appetite, so I was able to eat a little bit. But by 1, 2 o'clock, I was starting to feel the withdrawal symptoms. And from that point on, my appetite has been shit. As far as withdrawal symptoms, man, it's like everybody else says, the restless leg, restless body syndrome stuff is just insanely out of control. That night 1 was the worst night of my life. I couldn't stop moving in the bed. I kept my wife up all night long just because I couldn't stop moving. I've been dealing with diarrhea, been dealing with vomiting. Granted, the vomiting only happened on day 2. I vomited maybe about 3 times on day 2. I haven't not vomited since, but I've had diarrhea ever since I've come off. No energy, lethargy. Like I said, luckily the restless leg, restless body is going down quite a bit. And I'm not actually, and also the whole feeling of where you're super hot, but also super cold at the same time. So you're constantly under the covers, over the covers, under the covers, over the covers. That went on for the first 2 nights for sure. But that's kind of going away now here in day 4 as well. So I'm really just posting this to say that it does get better. It's day 4. Tomorrow I leave to go back home. And that's my biggest concern. I haven't been able to get anything here. You know what I mean? So it hasn't been an issue. Tomorrow I'll be back home and I'll be, down the street from my vape store. And I'm not sure if it's going to be banned today. I thought that some people said August 1st, but then I was looking online and I think they're saying August 6th is the earliest that it can be banned. So, I don't know. And I know my vape store, they're going to hold some for me anyways because their top selling customer, literally, that comes in there every single day and spends under $50. Like, they were telling me that they were going to hold some for me because it was going to be banned, and don't worry, we're still going to have to do it, sell it under the table. They were, you know what I mean? They were going to do all that type of stuff for me to make sure that I was going to be able to get and pay for it. And listen, I'm not mad at them. They're just trying to make a profit. They're trying to make money. They don't really care, but that stuff is the devil, bro. Like, this stuff is insane. I keep trying to tell myself, look at the positives, like you're feeling better, you're feeling a little bit better every day. You're not beholden to any fucking supplement or anything. The financial freedom is amazing, like just thinking about, basically half of my paycheck was going to this stuff, bro. Like, I'd be spending about half of my paycheck, for every 2 weeks. So about $2,000 something would be going to this stuff every 2 weeks. So about $4,000 a month. Like, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. And my wife doesn't know how much money I've been spending, but she knows that my money hasn't been right and I've been extremely low. So I'm sure she's putting two and two together. And I feel like she's a little bit more upset about that than anything, because she's had to come out of her savings to pay bills, that come up that I haven't been able to cover because I don't have any savings. Like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck off $170,000 a year salary, which is insane. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but I guess it does when, you factor in $150 a day that you're spending on stupid ass 7OH. Yeah, I don't have too much else to say, man, other than I'm doing it, I'm doing it. Day one, day two, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I was literally contemplating getting an early flight back home because I didn't think I could make it through those first 2 days. And my wife just wasn't letting it happen. She was like, no, you're not doing that. Like, you're going to cut this cold turkey here and you're not going to go back to it when you get home. By the time that you get home on Monday, you'll be through the worst of it. You'll be fine. And it's starting to feel that way because I've definitely gone through the worst of it. Like, today is not anywhere near as bad as yesterday. Yesterday wasn't anywhere near as bad as day two. And day two wasn't as bad as day one. Really, night one. Night one was the worst. It was like the worst. But every day has gotten better. If you're going through this, keep going, keep fighting. If you're contemplating and trying this, please do not try this stuff. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It's gonna ruin your life. It'll take a hold of your life. Like, I used to be the gym guy, personal trainer in the gym every single day. What I realized is that at some point over the past year, I'd stopped working out because I hadn't had the motivation anymore. Like, I would go work out every day on my lunch break, prior to. And then somewhere down the line, I feel like it's the 7-hydroxys, especially with the amount that I was taking. Like, it gave me no motivation to do anything like physical. Like, the only thing I wanted to do was rest and chill and take the 7-oxys when I can, So I'm really looking forward to getting back to my old self and getting back to some personal training and stuff. Hopefully another week or so. I don't know what to expect over the next few days. I don't go back to work until Tuesday, and that's another thing I would say. Like, that's been a wonder for me, is that I didn't have to work. Right? If I had to work over this past few days, I would have been miserable. I wouldn't have been. There would have been no productivity getting done. Nothing productive would have been getting done if I had been working. So if you're going to cut this stuff cold turkey, especially cold turkey, I advise that you take some days off of work. Most people say 4 or 5. I'd say that's about right. Like, could I go to work? This is day 4 for me. Could I go to work tomorrow if I really need to? I probably could, but I'm glad that I don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna get to day 6 before I contemplate whether I'm going back to work or not. And if I don't feeling it, I'll take another day. I have the day, so I just got to get back to myself, man. I feel like I've been holding this trip back. My 2-year-old son is here. My wife is here, and it's her family, and they're all at church right now. I didn't go, mostly because I'm just like super drawn down, and just don't have any type of energy. Super lethargic, like I said. But I got a little bit more sleep last night, man. So that's encouraging. I'm gonna take some more melatonin tonight, and hopefully that works. I'm hoping that it just increases every night. But I know that this is a hard journey. From everybody I've come across, everything I've read and seen. Just keep going. Like I've seen in a couple of other videos, the only way to make it through hell is to walk through the fire. I truly believe that, and this is especially what this is. This is hell. But we put ourselves in this situation. Like, we know if you're addicted to this stuff, you knew you were getting addicted to this stuff. Like, I knew a long time ago that I should have started and quit this a long time ago, and I didn't. And now I'm suffering and feeling the consequences. And that is what it is. I gotta eat that. I deserve it. I tell you what, if I make it through this fucking withdrawal, these symptoms, these cold turkey symptoms, bro, I will never buy another 7OH. That's all I really have for you guys. Feel free to ask me any questions you want in the comments. I'm really just hoping that, this helps at least one person. So one person sees they're not alone. Maybe somebody else is on day 4 right now, day 3, day 2, day 5, you know. We're all trying to kick the same habit, man, and we know how hard this shit is. So I don't even pay attention in online comments when people are like, oh, you don't do real drugs. You ever dropped a line in your vein? It's not the same. Whatever, man. Like, unless you've been on this and gone through this shit, you don't know how this feels, bro. It is the most miserable feeling of existence in my life these past few days. I'm glad I'm feeling a little bit better now, but I'm still a good ways away from my old self. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys, man. Feel free to reach out with any questions. I'll try to update this come maybe Tuesday when I'm back home. My first day back to work, supposedly, and my first full day at home. Because I don't get back until like 7:30 tomorrow night. So, yeah. So maybe Tuesday I'll try to update this just to show how I'm doing and where I'm at with this. But if you're fighting the fight, keep fighting. Don't give up. You got this. It's a mental thing. Try to get yourself out to do something productive from time to time, even though you won't feel like it. Just try it. Just do it just because, just to prove to yourself that you can. That's what I've been doing. Like I was determined not to miss any of the activities with my 2-year-old son. Like we went to the animal zoo type thing yesterday, and it was rough, boy. It was rough. Trying to, just pretend like I was okay. I mean, my wife knows, but nobody else in this family knows. Her 2 sisters don't know. Her mom and dad don't know. Obviously, my son doesn't know. And so she was just constantly looking at me while we were on that trail, and she was just checking in, like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Do you need a seat? Need some water?" And she's been giving me these amino acid packets to put in water, which I definitely feel like they've helped me as far as the dehydration, because I was super dehydrated the first 2 days. I couldn't drink anything. If I did, I threw up. I've been taking some Dramamine just to kind of help with the stomach relief, Pepto for the diarrhea. If I were at home, I would honestly have to say I probably would have gone a different route. I would have maybe tried a taper route. I would have maybe tried Suboxone. I would have done like the Gabapentin and Clonidine that everybody's talking about. I would have done one of those, ways. But I guess in a way, it's probably the best thing for me, just because it's forcing me to experience this fully, which makes me not ever want to put myself through this again, ever in life. Ever in life. If it had been an easy withdrawal, then there would have been nothing to motivate me from not trying to do this again, I would have definitely relapsed. But that's all I got for you guys, man. Like I said, on day Tuesday, that'll be day 6. I'll try to update this, maybe day 7, because I think they say it typically is around 4 to 7 days for the physical to completely to go, and then you're dealing with a lot of mental stuff, which I'm not even that concerned about for the mental. I haven't really had any anxiousness or anxiety so much, except for that very first day when I didn't realize that I didn't have any more. Then there was like a definitely sense of dread. But outside of that, it's just the lethargy and the energy portion now on day 4. Keep going, guys. I'll make an update. Thanks for hearing me out.